Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Atlas has recently released the HO FM H16-44 locomotive. I know it's a mouthful. This is Jersey Central, and it's only DC, so we'll take a quick look at it. They're kind of selling like hotcakes, so I got myself a Silver Series for review, so we'll take a look right now. Okay, these locomotives are held in by screws on the bottom, which I've already removed here. So you'll have to unscrew this to get the locomotive loose. There's also a little packet to plug in those holes from the screws, because when you remove the locomotive, you do have holes in the bottom of the fuel tank. Now, I did just mention Atlas Silver Series. Difference between silver and gold. Gold, your fully DCC equipped sound locomotive with DC and DCC dual capabilities. Silver, just DC. So we'll take a look at this nose here. You got the headlight, class lights, some warning labels there, and there's accessory hoses and a brake hose. Basically just says warning, watch your step. I can read it with my naked eye. Windshield wipers on each window here. Little compartment grill. Grab irons and handrails there. Little safety markings on the stairs to get up the stairs without any issues. Fuel tank detail and truck details there. There's a horn facing this direction because it's mostly traveling in this direction. As you can see, as we get to the designated front of the locomotive, you get a little F marker down there. I believe that's a builder's plate there. Number 18 for the locomotive, along with class lights there, and a see-through fan grill for the radiator fan there as well. One thing we breezed over a little bit is there's crew figures installed and a cab interior. You can see him poking through the window right there in Jersey Central, and number 18 is on the locomotive as well. Front and center, grab irons separately applied all the way around the locomotive. Looks like one kind of metal piece on each side. More safety warning things saying watch your step. Handrails. And another crew figure on this side. And then horn facing the other direction. And a brake wheel. A little hard to see with all that sea of color there, but there's a brake wheel right there. And then a big fat yellow line there. It's like a super FRA, but it's really before the era of FRA reflective striping, so it's just a yellow painted sill essentially. That's kind of the detail of all on this locomotive. Just give you a quick view of the roof and move on to operation, which is going to be short and sweet. Because we're working with a DC locomotive, it's going to be a little difficult to do pull test. I'll go ahead and try that. And I'll just show you it operating is all I can really do there for this locomotive. So let me get this hooked up. We've got the pull test all ready to go. I'm just going to keep the pull test here. It's pulling at 2.4 ounces, which is about 35-40 cars in a HO approximately. It's regular size freight cars. This is just an approximation, gives you an idea of the pulling power. Now, while we're doing this, just go ahead and move this back a bit. And because we're DC, we have to zoom way out here and just show you this moving here. This is going to go slow until the locomotive begins to move. You see the class lights lit, probably. Right there. Pretty cool, but... And we'll switch direction. See the headlight lit, it's directional lighting. Okay, you can see the bottom of the locomotive there. We're going to set it on the scale and wrap this video up because it's short with just DC only, but 13.9 ounces on the weight, which is 394 grams. So let's talk about this loco. Pretty cool locomotive. Be interesting to see the DCC and sound model as well. But this is a recent release from Atlas, and if you are a fan of the FM H16-44 locomotives, then Atlas is going to be has released several of these different schemes with and without sound, with DC and without DCC. So with that said, we'll leave you with no run by, but kind of a recap of the video real quick. Great locomotive overall. And you can pick these up in your online retailers or brick and mortar hobby shops. We'll see you next time right here on the channel. Take care.